Hi all, I met Jane about 5 years ago, and we quickly became friends. We were an example of opposites attracting, where she was more emotive, spontaneous, and talkative, and I was more analytical, methodical, and quiet. We'd spend weekends at her place playing video games, cooking food, and talking about our personal lives. For a while, it felt balanced and healthy, with both sides supported and supporting. Things changed once the pandemic started. Jane and I got an idea to move in together with a few other friends in order to lower the monthly rent and avoid isolation. Overall, this was a good move. It's been nice to have some extra company, especially during lockdown periods. But I've also noticed that as stressors have piled up, our dynamic has changed. Jane needs a lot of support right now. She has anxiety issues and has been burning out due to her busy job, grad school, family drama, and a shitty ex-BF, on top of COVID. I've spent a lot of time in the past year listening to her vent about all of the above, and for the most part, I haven't minded. I want to support her and help her get to a better place. She has also helped me through a lot of issues, and I appreciate that. She has made moves to improve her situation, including getting a therapist, but still leans on me as someone she can vent to about everyday frustrations. And by everyday, I mean every day. She will approach me in our shared spaces to start venting about her co-workers, her professors, her ex-BF, her parents, etc., sometimes for hours. Even if it isn't a vent, then it is her asking for feedback on her interpersonal problems. I feel like a live-in therapist. She is at least sort of aware this is an issue and has told me a few times that she feels bad for always complaining to me. When she says something like this, I feel guilty and bitter, because while I want her to feel comfortable confiding in me, I can't deny that I do wish she would find another coping method. I've encouraged her to take up exercise or some sort of hobby, but she doesn't do it often enough to make a difference to her stress level. I find myself in the position of worrying about her and worrying about myself. I want to sit her down and have a conversation about boundaries, but I'm struggling with putting the words together. In particular, I find it hard to center it around my emotional needs, which I have a bad habit of pushing aside. Does anyone have any scripts that I could use, especially if you've had to have this kind of conversation with a friend before? TLDR, best friend has been leaning heavily on me for emotional support for the past 2 years, and I'm feeling drained. I want to have a talk with her about boundaries but don't know how.